My name is Farrukh. I'm from Tajikistan, a neighboring country to Pakistan, and I've been working for FAO for the last 15 years, and Pakistan is my sixth country of assignment. I'm trained as trade economist, and therefore in every country where I go, I do work primarily on promoting agribusinesses and developing agricultural activities in the most marginalized communities. And that work is also quite important these days in Pakistan, whereby a large number of the population in rural areas are engaged in their daily life in agricultural activities, but they need support. They need support from the government, from us, international society, and also from the private sector on improving the quality of their agricultural production, modernizing technologies of production, and generating better income from their daily farming activities. FAO is an international organization, part of the United Nations family, and it works with all the member countries, including Pakistan, on improving the food security and agriculture sectors of the countries. Especially in the context of Pakistan, this work is very important because the population of Pakistan is growing and the production of the food commodities in the country is becoming more and more important to ensure food security of the population over the long period of time. FAO is these days following the policy of four betters: better nutrition, better production, better environment, and better life. And these four categories are combining the efforts of the FAO technical experts to make sure that each country, including Pakistan, have sufficient nutritious quality food products available for the growing population at all times, making sure that the food security is ensured, that the people have sufficient and quality food for consumption, and they can have sufficient volumes of income generated from agriculture activities, especially in the rural areas of the country where the majority of the population of Pakistan do reside. In my work, I was working at the federal level based in Islamabad for the last 5 years, and from there I was working on promoting the agricultural development all over Pakistan and overseeing the work of the organizations as deputy representative in all the provinces. Whereby in the last nearly a year, I'm based now in Peshawar as head of the provincial office of FAO, and here I'm focusing more specifically on supporting the agricultural producers in rural areas of the KP province. And the KP province has a unique agroclimatic conditions whereby the high quality and nutritious food commodities, especially high value crops like vegetables and fruits, can be produced effectively in these agroclimatic conditions and sold both in the domestic markets throughout Pakistan, but also in the international markets. There is a significant volume of vegetables and fruits export taking place from KP province to the neighboring countries, but also all the way to the Gulf countries where the demand for the products produced by the farmers in the KP province are in high demand. And throughout our projects, we are supporting such developments. We are helping farmers to improve the quality of their production by introducing new and modern technologies, new varieties of high-performing seeds, and also the improved packing and labeling of the agricultural produce, which is demanded by the quality control mechanisms in the destination countries for export quality. And therefore, we are now focusing on connecting the exporters of the agricultural products, vegetables and fruits with the farmers, so that the farmers would be producing high quality vegetables and fruits based on the demands which are brought by the exporters, so that the exporters can better export the quality products from the province and generate higher income for themselves and also for the farmers and also for the whole country, because in exporting the agricultural products have a big potential for Pakistan to generate hard currencies and improve the financial situation of the whole country. And this is one of the easiest areas to develop because it does not require high and significant levels of financial investments. And a very good agroclimatic conditions are already in the country. Very motivated farmers are already in the country. They're hard workers. They're ready to produce more quantities and better quality. They just need support of creating a system which would increase the high quality vegetables to be exported to the big markets such as to Saudi Arabia, to United Arab Emirates and other Gulf countries, which is happening already, and we are working on expanding this area of agricultural products export from the province. We are working very closely with the different government structures in the KP province, and we are implementing all FAO activities at field level, at provincial level, in a very close collaboration with the different departments. The counterparts of our organization are mainly the departments of agriculture, the agricultural extension network, Department of On-Farm Water Management, Department of Forestry, ecological departments, and we are implementing activities in very close collaboration. Like, for example, we are using the network of the agricultural extension workers which are present in every district and even at some tahsil levels and village levels to help interacting with farmers. We, from FAO side, we are bringing technologies of establishing farmer field schools whereby 20, 30, 40, 50 farmers from the same village are combined, are united together to discuss and undertake farming activities together, so that these 50 farmers, instead of cultivating 50 different crops, they discuss with each other and they're specialized on cultivating 1 or 2 or 3 main crops. By this, the farmers are creating minimum required volumes which are helping them to introduce new methods, new technologies of production, which is otherwise would be impossible on small scale of land if the farmers would not cooperate with each other. And in establishing these farmer field schools, we are using the capacity of the agricultural extension service providers in each district for them to interact with the farmers and bring the FAO methodology of establishing farmer field schools and facilitating these discussions. From FAO side, we are providing capacity building, trainings, and also materials which the government employees require when they go and talk to the farmers and establish the groups. And we are facilitating the process of bringing the farmers together and connecting these farming groups with, in this case, exporters of the vegetables from the KP province. And this collaboration is very close and very deep, and at different levels, starting from the high level at the provincial level with ministers, with secretaries, with director generals, but also going to the district level with district officers and also agricultural officers in each location. We are regularly meeting with all the involved agricultural experts who are working with our project team for implementation of the FAO activities on the ground to discuss all the aspects in the field, how the delivery of the FAO projects could help to complement the activities which are already being done by the government programs, so that our projects are combining the efforts and increasing the impact of the activities which are implemented by the government projects and the FAO projects now together. The agriculture sector in the KP has an enormous potential. The potential of the agriculture sector until now is not fully utilized, and there is a good scope for increasing the productivity, increasing the type of the farming activities that the farmers could engage in, and promoting cultivation of high value crops and introducing new technologies which will increase productivity per acre of land, so that from the same amount of land, which is a limited resource in KP province, we could generate much more volumes of the agricultural products and also generate higher income for the farmers. Like, for example, one of our projects, under one of our FAO projects, we are assessing the feasibility of expansion of the tea cultivation in the mountain areas of the KP province, where the agroclimatic conditions are favorable for tea cultivation, but this farming practice is not a common activity. So we are working on understanding the underlying causes of what could make successful to introduce the tea cultivation and as a practice which the farmers could expand in the northern part of the KP province, and the demand for the tea consumption in Pakistan, which is growing year after year and which is mainly import dominated because the local production of the tea in Pakistan is very low, could be compensated by increasing the production in the KP province and also potentially in the AJK where the similar agroclimatic conditions are present. So therefore, we see our role as FAO, as international organization and experts, to bring in technologies and innovative ideas how we can improve the agricultural productivity, how we can create a system which would enable farmers to better perform, to improve their quality of production per acre, to introduce new technologies, use new modern way of farming in their daily life. It's an ambitious task, but I'm sure that with the joint work of the government, the private sector, international organizations, and technical support from the agencies like FAO, we can succeed, because the potential for the agricultural sector in the province is enormous. The farmers in KP are hard workers, which is critically important. The farmers in KP are also, I noticed, they're innovators. They're not afraid of trying new methods. They're not afraid of bringing change to their daily practice. They're not afraid of experimenting some of the new methodologies. Knowing this, from FAO side, we are piloting new activities. Like, for example, there's a growing number of the solar-powered tube wells for pumping water from underground for irrigation purposes. Now, we are piloting a project to introduce drip irrigation system to be connected with such underground water pumping systems to increase efficiency of such water usage. And also in such systems, we are introducing the pilot of using fertilizers, the technology called fertigation, whereby these water-soluble fertilizers are applied through drip irrigation system to the plant, which reduces the volume of the fertilizer application. And this will save resources for the farmers, because fertilizers are expensive and their price is increasing year after year, and therefore it's also not good for the climate, for the environment to use excessive application of the fertilizers. Therefore, introducing these new technologies of fertigation will save fertilizer, will save money for the farmers, will improve the performance of the crops and quality of the yields, but also at the same time will have a positive impact on protecting the environment by reduction of the use of the chemical fertilizers. So the farmers of KP are quite brave. They are not afraid of piloting these new activities, and we are very hopeful that together we can succeed in introducing such modern technologies and bring better quality of life and income for the farmers, even if they are located in the very remote and underdeveloped areas in the villages and the rural areas. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you.